guys, Little Aussie Mel here doing my week 29 post-op VSG update. So my highest ever starting weight was 105 kilos or 231 pounds. My pre-op diet starting weight was 97.4 kilos or 214 pounds. Last week I weighed 71.5 kilos and this week I'm 70.5 kilos or 155.1 pounds. So that's a loss for the week of 1 kilo even, or 2.2 pounds. So happy with that. Last week I hadn't had a loss at all, so I was really hoping for around 1 kilo this week. So that's good. I've sort of made a big effort this week to just think about what I'm eating before I eat it, and I've really focused on drinking my water and taking my vitamins and all that. So I feel like I'm back on track from just where I'd started to sort of lose focus the week before, so that's good. So I wanted to talk about some NSVs. I haven't done that in a while, so if you've watched all my videos from the beginning, you might remember me telling the story of my daughter Penny when she was watching Shrek one time, and when Princess Fiona turned into the ogre, who's quite chubby, she said, "Look, Mummy, it's you," and I was quite horrified. But you know, kids tell the truth, and the body shape and size of ogre Fiona was actually pretty similar to what I used to look like. So yeah, so I guess that sort of come full circle because she was watching Shrek about a week or so ago, and when she saw the human version of Princess Fiona in the pretty dress, she actually said, "Look, Mummy, that looks just like you." And it was really nice kind of moment to think, yeah, that in her eyes I look like the pretty princess instead of the fat ogre. So that's an NSV if I've ever heard one. Also, last week I was at the shops just sort of looking at some clothes out on a rack out the front of a shop, and I was looking at a particular dress, and they only had sort of sizes 10 and 16, and I'm sort of about a 12 at the moment. So yeah, and so I pulled out the 16 to have a look at it to see sort of what size it looked like, and the shopkeeper came out and said, and just looked at me doing that, and sort of pulled it out of my hand and said, "Oh, that's too big for you. What size are you, darling?" And I said about a 12, and she said, "Oh no, that's way too big." So that was kind of an interesting moment to, I guess I'm just so used to feeling like shopkeepers don't want to help me in shops because they know that their clothes aren't going to fit me, to then go to a situation where a shopkeeper is telling me that I'm too small for the size clothing that I was sort of looking at was really just blew my mind. Yeah, it just gave me a huge smile on my face as I walked back to the car. So, and to just feel proud about being able to say I'm a size 12 when she asked me what size I was, whereas in the past I would have been really ashamed to have to sort of say out loud what size I was. So yeah, so that's Aussie size, so I think that's like a size 8 in US sizes. Another NSV is that I've noticed that my thighs are quiet when I walk now. I used to get that swooshing noise from my pants brushing up against each other when I walked, and now my thighs don't rub when I walk, so I can just walk quietly around. It's just a weird little thing that I've noticed recently. What else? So today, I think I mentioned I've been doing the C to 5K app, and I've been getting really bad stitches, just like really early into the workout before I was even feeling puffed. So that was sort of bugging me. So I've ended up signing up, I just got like a free weekly pass to a local gym that I'm thinking of joining. And I went down there this morning for my first workout. That's why I'm sort of not looking the best today. I just came straight home from there, and so I stupidly decided to try the class this morning called Extreme Circuit Workout, and it was basically like CrossFit. If you know what CrossFit is, it's like just this sort of set of exercises you have to do under a timer, and you've just got to smash out as many sets of the things that you can do. So like, for example, we had to like run from one end of the room to the next, like back and forth, and then we had to do 15 burpees and then run back and forth, and then it was 30 squats and run back and forth, and push-ups with alternating legs, and I don't know, it just thrashed me. I was, and I'd rushed out the door, so I hadn't eaten anything for breakfast, and by about 3/4 of the way through the class, I actually felt really sick. I thought I was going to either be sick in my mouth or like maybe even faint because I felt so dizzy. And the instructor came over to me and he's like, "Are you okay? You can sit down if you want." And I said, "Oh, I just need 20 seconds to get my heart rate down." So I took a little break. I felt like a bit of a wuss, but yeah, it wouldn't have ended well if I didn't take a little bit of time out. And yeah, and then I just picked myself back up and kept going. But and there was only like 4 people in the class, so there was nowhere to hide. And so the interesting kind of thing about that was at the end of the class, the instructor came over to talk to me and said, "Oh, you know, I was a bit worried about you there for a second, and then you seemed to pick yourself back up." And he said, "Oh, so tell me a bit about yourself." And I said, "Oh, well, I've you know, recently lost 35 kilos." And he said, "Oh yeah, I could tell actually. I thought you must have lost a lot of weight because I could tell by the skin on your arms." And I was just like, "Oh, gee, thanks." Thanks for pointing that out. So, but yeah, I mean, then he had lots of nice things to say about that, like "good on you" and "I bet you feel great" and blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I felt a bit down about it actually when I got back into the car, that yeah, that while I was working out, he was kind of looking at my body in that way. So I don't know. My arms are probably the area that I least like, and that I would probably consider getting some kind of plastic surgery on later. I mean, like flabby, loose arms are like kind of genetically in my family anyway, and then add to that the fact that I've carried around a lot of weight on that area my whole life. Yeah, I don't think it will be pretty at my goal weight, but anyway, better than still being where I used to be, I guess. So that was good anyway. The actual overall, I mean, the workout was really, really good, and I think I'll be able to get really fit doing that. And, you know, then maybe if I try back with the Cedar 5K app, yeah, maybe the stitch problem will have just rectified itself with just increasing my fitness in another way. So we'll see how that goes. So I had my appointment with my counsellor last week. That was really good. One of the things that we've been working on together is boosting self-esteem issues that I've had for a lot of my life, and she basically been giving me these handouts to read through in my own time when I got home, and I ended up looking them up because the name of the publication was on the bottom, and it's from they're from the Centre for Clinical Interventions, and they've when I actually found their website online, they've got a stack of different series of workbooks, so you can just go on and look at them for free. So there was, most of them have like around 6 to 10 modules, and each module's only like a PDF of maybe 3 or 4 pages of typed information that you can kind of read through, and it'll ask you questions to sort of fill out. Yeah, so there's a series on self-esteem, which I highly recommend. If you think that's an issue for you, go and have a look. I'll put the link to all of the resources at the bottom of this video. But also, I haven't read it yet, but I noticed there's also a series on body dysmorphia and body acceptance. So I think that's probably really beneficial for a lot of people in the community, and I'll definitely be going through that as well. So yeah, so go and check it out, and yeah, let me know if you get something out of it. I think that's all. I just wanted to also do a shout out to my lovely friend Amy Nunes from the Northern Territory. She sent me some, she goes back to America with her husband once a year, and she brought me back some like water enhancer flavouring thingies all the way from America, and then posted them over to me this week, and it's just such a lovely thing. She's a really nice really nice girl. She's having her surgery on the 16th of June, and I'm hoping I can talk her into coming to Wonder Sleeves Down Under in October. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you a little shout out and say thank you, Amy. Alright guys, hope you all have a good week, and I will be back soon with another update. Bye.